Hello random people on the internet, my name is Banana, and today we are here talking about the Catacombs and content on YouTube. So this is going to be more of a commentary video. I'm gonna play some footage from a dungeons run. I don't think I can get any new runs right now because the alpha is pretty laggy. I couldn't start any floors, so I really can't get a new run, so this might just be footage from an old video, the S rank video. This is a okay score, it's an okay video, but it's just going to be playing while I'm talking about dungeons and content on YouTube. So yeah, the dungeons update. It has been the longest wait in the history of like ever, and I mean in reality it's not that long game wise. It's been like almost a year since dungeons was announced, but dungeons is a huge technical achievement for the entire Skyblock team, and it is really fun. Like, I do have to say, personally, I love dungeons. In what I've played from it, I haven't even been grinding for loot, I haven't even been grinding for skill XP, but it is awesome, and it's only getting better. Like, the floor 3 boss that was added today on the Alpha Network is really good, and hopefully within the next week or two we can get dungeons onto the main server and we can start grinding for loot and skills, and you can expect so many streams coming out of me. The streams are going to definitely be something that's going to go way up with dungeons releasing, but there is one problem that I see with dungeons, and that is videos. Videos for dungeons are going to be really tough. I don't know if you guys can fully comprehend the content aspect of an update, but basically whenever any update comes out, pretty much the majority of the updates that have came out recently, I've only been able to make 1 or 2 videos on at max. Usually it's 1 video because the update is like, hey, here's this item, there's the update, and that's something that it is doable. Like, making a video on an update is really nice, but something that is weird with dungeons and how it's releasing as a whole is just making content for it really weird. So like, if you want to do a guide on dungeons, you really can't do a guide on things like puzzles or anything, because they add new puzzles with every single floor, and there is going to be 10 floors. They aren't releasing all 10 on launch, they're releasing the entrance and the first 3 floors, and that is what we currently have on alpha. And there's a lot of puzzles, a lot of things that you can learn there, so I could make a tutorial on launch for that, but it's going to be considered irrelevant right when they add floor 4, and then floor 5, floor 6, floor 7, all the way up to 10. There's no reason for me to upload a tutorial or something like that. And then there's the thing where I'm going to be killing bosses on stream a lot, I'm going to be grinding them out, but how do you make that into a video? People, I think, when they watch Skyblock content, they aren't looking for, oh, the first person to kill a Sven Packmaster tier 4. No one really wanted to watch anything like that. People, when they're watching Skyblock content, aren't really interested in you doing achievements. They're interested in what you get from them. And the early on dungeon loot is pretty cool, and I can make a video on adaptive armor or the adaptive sword because they are some cool items. But like, making videos on these constant runs that I'm going to have to be doing is going to be really tough. Like, obviously it's going to be amazing for stream content. The stream content from dungeons is going to just basically be a clusterfuck of 5 YouTubers or 5 people just running dungeons, and that's going to be really fun. That's going to be awesome to make like stream highlights stuff out of, just with personality more when it comes to making content. But actual tangible video ideas are going to be few and far between when it comes to making them, because right now I've been making daily uploads for the past week where I'm sort of just pulling for scraps. I'm doing just random videos that I'm coming up with in my head right now, and I'm able to do this because it's just Skyblock, you know? Like, I can find something that I can make interesting and people will find it funny. But when it comes to dungeons, it's like, oh, do I want to watch another YouTuber do a full run or like a couple boss kills? Or would I rather just play it myself? Like, because the thing about dungeons is, right now, the dungeons content that has been posted to YouTube, I haven't posted any dungeons videos pretty much. I've posted the S clear that I got, and I've posted a video talking about the mage class. They rebalanced the mage class, by the way, if any of you cared. But it is something where no one actually was watching dungeons content. on YouTube, the videos that were up, like I did upload one about the puzzles that were out at the release of the alpha, and that video did horrible. That video did straight up awful, because the thing about dungeons is it's not relatable to people at the moment, and that is something that me and a couple YouTuber friends have talked to about Skyblock YouTube and how it's mainly just relatability, like you're going in to look for stuff that you can learn or that you can do yourself to improve in the game, and dungeons content just doesn't really do that for people, except for those tutorials on puzzles or something like that that will be considered irrelevant in like a day. Like people will watch it and then they'll be done. They'll be like, oh wait, how do I do this? And instantly it's done. Or people will just make like graphics on the subreddit or something where it will just instantly tell you how to do every single puzzle, the solution to all of them, how easy it is, you know, blah blah blah. So dungeons content wasn't being watched on YouTube, and while that could be due to them throwing it into some other category on YouTube and stuff like that that wasn't Minecraft that 30 was theorizing, it honestly might have been due to it just being on the alpha. Hopefully when it releases to main, dungeons content does get more views for every YouTuber's sake, because I mean, you don't want to be making content without getting views. It's not worth anyone's time at that point. But I really am worried about uploads when it comes to dungeons. I just don't know what kind of content I'm gonna do when it comes to doing runs. I keep saying when it comes, because I just am an idiot, okay? Don't mock me, don't bully me in the comments. What you should do in the comments is tell me what kind of stuff you do want from dungeons content. Would you like something like speed runs, high score runs, maybe some weird runs where we're running like just some bad weapons, bad armor? Like we have been able to do some low armor runs on the alpha. We did one where we were in farmer armor in the floor 1. We also did hardened diamond in floor 1. So it's actually like sort of cool when it comes to doing the very, very low level runs, but I don't know how interesting those can be. I think the challenges will be one of the bigger things that come for dungeons content on YouTube, based on the stuff that people have watched for things like Destiny in the past. It's like, I'm sort of thinking of this like a Destiny raid, because Destiny raids don't make for amazing content on YouTube. Whenever they come out, people will make the video on day 1 when they beat it, and they're like, wow, we beat it, look at the exotic weapon, it's amazing. And then all they have to do is pretty much weird challenge runs. And that could definitely be something that me and the boys partake in if you guys are interested in seeing stuff like that. And there's like so many different challenges that you can do. So if you have any ideas for stuff we could do in dungeons when it releases, please, please, please leave those in the comments below. But yeah, moral of the story, I'm mildly concerned, not super concerned. I think that obviously once Dungeons is out, they're going to start pumping out other updates. They're going to start putting out things like new islands. They said they want to do 2 or 3 islands as soon as possible, and that's going to be amazing content. The islands are the biggest thing in all of Skyblock for any content, because the end update made enough content to where you can still make dragon videos right now that get numbers, and they're still funny, they still are useful. The end island was awesome like that. The foraging island actually was able to give a lot of content to a lot of people. So once they actually start pumping out islands, and I mean, they're obviously going to be making updates that aren't dungeons, because they do have like the dungeons team, which is like A-Punch, Jay of Armin. There's a lot of people on the dungeons team, but then you got like Doctor and Minicloon that really just make their own updates that are pretty banger right now. Like the Sack update was Doctor and Minicloon. Pets was just Doctor. Like they are doing really good when it comes to content. I'm expecting a lot of content this summer, but for dungeons specifically, it might be tough to make a lot of videos, and I just wanted to express my concerns to you guys. So this probably wasn't enjoyable, but if you liked watching this garbage dungeons footage that you've probably already seen if you've watched my channel, please leave that like below, smash that subscribe button, maybe buy my Badline cloak with the link in the description, use code BANANA for 10% off, and yeah, that's going to be all for today. I will talk to you guys in the next one. Peace out.